Hey, hey, happy Friday. It's another Facts Friday. My name is Amanda, COO of Doing the Most Media, and I wanted to come to you from a very intentional and specific location here in downtown Gahanna. Before I get started, I want to say please excuse any background noises you may hear as I am outside and at the disposal of my environment. But I also want to make sure to share that I am located specifically between two Black-owned businesses very intentionally during National Black Business Month. Behind me is the Stadium Restaurant, and in front of me is the Upper Cup Coffee location here in downtown Gahanna that I was at honestly earlier this week if you saw my post. With that being said, I want to talk a little bit about some facts that I had a chance to read over. I looked at some 2020 facts from Yelp, and I looked at some 2021 facts from Yelp as it pertains to underserved businesses. In 2020, specifically between like the end of May and not quite the midpoint of June, the searches on Yelp went through the roof for Black-owned businesses, restaurants, services, products, you name it, they went through the roof. And that was like at a rate of like 7,000+%. It's amazing to have seen that happen. The searches, the hashtags, the buying, it was amazing. There's no other word for it. But it was the exception and not the rule. Which is why we talk about supporting Black-owned businesses as a lifestyle and not a trend. Those pockets of activity are great for the business owner, but when they're temporary, it causes, ebbs and flows in what they're able to do and how they're able to serve their communities. So there's also been some, systematic banking failures that have impacted businesses. The pandemic has impacted the ability for businesses to interact and engage with their customer bases. It was amazing to see that more specifically Black-owned bookstore searches went up over 1,000%. That's super dope. People are researching and seeking out information that aligns with their values and views. That's dope to see anytime. And I want to be honest, Black Lives Matter was connected to that. There were a lot of searches related to Black Lives Matter during that time. The buying power of the Black population is estimated at like 1.5 trillion. I'm going to add the link to this information in the in the section beneath this video, because it's always important to have access to good information. With that being said, the decreased support that took place in the months and in the year that followed that May to June time frame, the support decreased, the access to funding decreased. Lots of things decreased for underserved populations of businesses. Black-owned, women-owned, Latinx-owned specifically are mentioned, as well as Asian-owned businesses. One of the things that I see being consistently mentioned by the 2021 reports by Yelp is that businesses owned by those underserved populations, by those Black-owned, women-owned, Latinx-owned populations, they're resilient. The word resilience continues to come up when we talk about people of color. It's frustrating, but it's also heartening to see that the businesses that have had to close or have had the ability to also then reopen, even if they close again, they oftentimes reopen again. That just speaks and shows such a testament to the support that goes on in the community. That support is absolutely key, and it's absolutely necessary to businesses not only surviving this time frame, but thriving beyond this time frame of the pandemic, beyond racial protests and things of that nature. At the end of the day, support is important as a lifestyle choice and not a trend. And let's be completely honest, big businesses and corporations have had decades worth of time to figure out how to meet the needs of the people appropriately, and oftentimes do not. Small businesses step in and fill in those gaps that are being left wide open by larger businesses. It's really up to us as individual consumers to do our homework and to get out there and be active supporters of the businesses that we love in our communities. So with that being said, that's Facts for Friday. I'm gonna go ahead and post the 2 article links with this so that you can check it out on your own. Otherwise, I encourage you to enjoy this lovely, lovely sunny Friday, and we'll check in with y'all again with another fact next Friday.